Today's top stories at NBR. Departed BNZ Chief Executive, once again New Zealand's highest paid banking boss. The Court of Appeal sides with a group of hoteliers. Pushpay shares fall, and there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970, nbr.co.nz. It's Wednesday, November 10th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. WETA Digital has agreed a deal to sell its tools, pipeline, technology and engineering talent to NYSE-listed Unity Software for US $1.625 billion or 2.3 billion Kiwi in cash and shares. WETA Digital is majority-owned by NBR lister Sir Peter Jackson and Dame Fran Walsh. Former Facebook president Sean Parker is also a significant shareholder. The deal also represents a big bonus for 8% shareholder and WETA director Joe Lettieri, a multiple Academy Award winner involved in hit movies including Lord of the Rings, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Avatar. In a statement, Jackson said WETA Digital's tools, offering aspiring creatives access to WETA Digital's technology, will be nothing short of game-changing, and Unity is just the company to bring this vision to life. WETA's visual effects team will continue as a standalone entity known as WETA FX and is expected to become Unity's largest customer in media and entertainment. WETA FX will continue to be majority-owned by Jackson. Departed BNZ Chief Executive Angela Mentis was once again New Zealand's highest paid banking boss in 2021. Mentis received a package worth NZ 3.08 million or Australian 2.98 million for the year to September, made up of Australian 1.3 million in base salary, Australian 893,000 in cash benefits, and Australian 773,000 paid out in remuneration vested in prior years. Next on the best paid list is ASB Chief Executive Victoria Short, with remuneration of New Zealand 2.95 million for 2021. That's up from NZ 1.99 million in 2020. The Court of Appeal has sided with a group of hoteliers by ruling Auckland Council's controversial $14 million accommodation rate was invalid. The council introduced the accommodation levy in 2017 on hotels, motels, service departments and online accommodation providers that rented properties for more than 28 nights a year on websites such as Airbnb and Book-a-Batch. Hoteliers CP Group, NZX-listed Millennium and Copthorne Hotels NZ, MLC Scenic and Troy Clary filed the appeal in March on the grounds the High Court erred in how it applied the law in its 2019 judgment. They said the targeted rate was unreasonable as accommodation providers received around 9% of tourist spend, while other sectors received the other 91%. In the Court of Appeal decision released today, Wednesday, Justices Murray Gilbert, Stephen Koss and Patricia Courtney declared the Council's decision to impose the APTR in the 2017-18 and 2018-19 rating years was invalid. Governance specialist and former fund manager Simon Botherway has bought a 5.5% stake in takeaway delivery company Delivereasy and will join the board as chair. Botherway, who stepped down from the board of NZX-listed tech company Serco in August, said he was attracted to secular growth stories, and one of them is the last-mile fulfilment of home delivery. Botherway is joined as an investor by a small group of family offices and individuals as the founders and original shareholders sell down their holdings. Mark Soper of Marvel Labs has also invested and will join the board. Delivereasy was founded in 2015 in Wellington by Tim Robinson and Nick Foster and ranked 8th in the 2021 Deloitte Fast 50 Index, reporting revenue growth of 435%. Shares in dual-listed church payment and management software company Pushpay have fallen nearly 20% after it reported slower than expected growth and flagged rising costs due to IT worker shortages. The company said today, Wednesday, that its revenue increased 9% to US $93.5 million in the 6 months ended September 30, while net profit rose to $19.1 million from $13.4 million in the same period last year. This came as total processing volumes increased to US $3.5 billion from US $3.2 billion, although the company said that growth in the first quarter of the financial year had been lower than expected. Resi Media, a US-based live streaming company it acquired in August for US $150 million, contributed about US $1.8 million of revenue. Pushpay had flagged at the time of the deal Resi would not contribute to EBITDA until 2022. The Financial Markets Authority says the country's auditors have responded well to challenges caused by COVID-19, but need to improve in several areas the quality of finance company audits. The regulator's latest audit quality monitoring report for the year to June 30, 2021, released today, Wednesday, found a general improvement in the proportion of compliant audit files, lifting to 76% this year from 65% last year. A total of 21 audit files were reviewed, including 11 listed companies across 5 different firms. The FMA said it targeted a sample of higher-risk audit files and others randomly selected. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, in his weekly politics column, Brent Edwards looks at government transparency, while NBR will deliver more coverage from the APEC CEO Summit being hosted by New Zealand. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again from around lunchtime tomorrow for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, right here from 5:30 again tomorrow for another NBR Today.